Good morning AISB swimmers. So today we'll be continuing with freestyle, and what we're going to be concentrating or focusing on today is the breathing part of the freestyle stroke. So what will happen in the breathing part of the stroke is a common mistake that everybody makes is that they turn over too far. So what sometimes will happen is when they're turning to breathe, they'll breathe but turn too far and then throw their body out of alignment, and then they'll move off to the side, or they'll lose their streamline in the stroke and it'll slow them down and throw them off rhythm. So the correct way to breathe would be from this position. So we would go 1, 2, and when we breathe, depending on how many strokes you do, when we breathe we'll go all the way back and we'll tilt our head to the side, and only needing a part of our mouth to come out of the water to allow us to get air into our lungs again. We don't have to go all the way out, we only need a small part and back into the stroke. So to remember, when you are doing the stroke and you are needing to breathe, we don't have to get our whole body and shoulder all the way around and getting our whole head out the water. Only half of our mouth to get the air back in again and continue with the stroke. So to show you an example, if we were swimming it normally, so we'd be going 1, 2, 3, breathe, and back into the stroke. So slightly out the water, quick breath, and back into the stroke. Okay, let's try and remember that when we use it in the pool next time. Before we get into the exercises that focus on the muscles specifically that we are going to be using in the freestyle stroke, we are going to start with a warm-up. So the first one to start, or the first exercise we're going to do for the warm-up, is we are going to stretch our neck muscles. So we're going to start with the right hand side, and all you're going to do is put your hand flat against the side of your head, and you're going to push your head against your hand. Okay, so we're going to hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Left hand side against our head, and we're going to push our head against our hand, and our hand is going to push back against our head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we're going to push, we're not going to use our hands, but we're just going to push our chin to our chest. Okay, again for 10 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And try and push our head back as far as we can. Again for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, for the next warm-up we're going to do a cross arm stretch. So we're going to take our right arm, put it out in front of us. We're going to put it across our body, and we're going to use our left arm and we're going to pull it into our chest. So we're going to hold for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to swap arms, so we put our left arm out this time, put it across our chest, use our right arm, and we're going to pull it into our chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, shake your arms out. For the next one, you're going to have both arms out at the same time, and we are going to start with small circles going forward. So you're going to keep your arms nice and straight, and we're going to carry on with arm circles. Okay, and you're going to follow me. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to do medium circles for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to do big circles. 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Shake it out. Now we're going to hold our arms out again, and this time we're going to do backward circles. Same thing. Small circles, 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Medium circles, 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And big circles for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good. Shake out the arms. Now we're going to move on to the legs. So the first one you're going to do, you're going to stand on our left leg, and we're going to pull our right leg up to stretch the quads. So we're going to do right leg, to right hand, and you're going to balance. We're going to hold for 10 seconds. So you're going to try and pull. You're going to try and pull your foot up like this, okay? But not too far, just till you feel that you're stretching this muscle over here. Okay, so again, 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, shake it out, and we're going to switch legs. So grab our left leg and pull it up till you feel this muscle's pulling and it's stretching. And 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Okay, now we're going to stretch our hamstrings, which are the muscles behind our quadriceps over here. So for this one, you're going to sit down, and we're going to start with the left leg. So you put your left leg nice and straight on the ground, and we put our right leg in like this. And if it is too tight, you can bend your knee slightly to touch your toes. So what we're going to do is, if you can keep your leg nice and flat to the ground, do it. If you can't, lift your knee slightly, and we're going to try and touch our toes. Okay? So don't do this. You're going to keep your back up nice and straight, your leg on the ground, and we're going to try and touch the toes. You ready? For 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and shake it out. And we're going to swap to the other side. So this time our right leg out, our left leg is tucked in. Keep our back up nice and straight. And we're going to touch the toe for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, put our legs out and we can shake it out. Okay, if you weren't sure how to do that, so a side view of that would be like this. So what I was saying with our leg is that if you can't have your leg like this, because it's hard to reach, you can bend your leg slightly to touch your toes, as long as it's pulling nice and tight over here, but not too much that it hurts. Okay, then for our calves, so our calf muscles over here, we're going to stretch those in a push-up position. So what it's going to look like, it's going to look like this. So you're going to go into a push-up position with our legs out straight, and you're going to take your right leg, put it over your left leg, and you're going to drop your knees, okay? And you're going to hold for 10 seconds. So let me show you again. You're going to have legs out nice and straight, right leg over your left leg, and then we're going to take our knees and drop them to the ground, okay? And you're going to feel that your your calf muscles are pulling. So 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And swap. Right leg back. And drop the knees slightly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, good. If you want to do an easier calf exercise, so instead of dropping the knees, you can have your legs fully extended. So to do it again, this one will target a little bit higher up in the calf muscle. That one targets a little bit lower towards the Achilles and the lower calf muscle. So to do that one, you're going to do the same thing. Stay in a push-up position. You're going to put your right leg over your left leg, and all you're going to do is push your heel back. Okay, so your left heel, you're going to push it backwards, and you're going to keep your right leg over the left and hold for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and swap. So left foot over right foot, and keep your leg nice and straight, and push your right heel backwards, trying to touch the ground for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and just shake everything off before we go into the main exercises. Okay guys, for today's main exercise, we are going to be focusing on our core muscles or our stomach muscles to make sure that we have the strength needed to continue to have a continuous strong stroke throughout our race. So if we're swimming 25 or 50 meter laps, we need to make sure that we have a strong core so that we can endure the distance of the race. So to start off, the first one that we are going to be doing is we're going to be doing sit-ups. And to do these sit-ups, I'm going to show you. You get down on the floor, and what you're going to do is, we're not going to have our legs right up here. We're going to have our legs slightly more apart. And from this position, you're going to have our hands out like this, nice and straight. And when we do the sit-up, we are going to get our wrists to touch the top of our knees. So from here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Make sure you go all the way back and your arms stay out straight, and then we come up from there. So make sure that you're looking ahead of you and that you're not looking like this. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. Okay, you're going to continue to do that for as many times as it says in the next slide, according to what year level you're at. Okay guys, for our second core exercise today, we're going to be doing what's called bicycles. And in a similar situation, a similar position that we take up with the sit-ups that we just previously did, we do the same thing again, but this time we are going to lay flat on our backs. Okay, so make sure that we are flat on our backs, and we are going to have our arms or our hands behind our head and our arms to the side, and we're going to lift our legs up. And like a bicycle, we are going to go right elbow to left knee and left elbow to right knee. So we're going across. Okay, watch. So we go from here, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and watch the slide to see how many you need to do. Remember, it'll be 10 on each leg. So 10 to the left and 10 to the right. Okay guys, for our third exercise, we're going to do an exercise that we call shoulder taps. So what we're going to do for this one is you need to be in a push-up position with our arms fully extended. And what's going to happen is we're going to take our hands and we are going to touch our shoulders while keeping an upright position. So I'll show you. So we'll stay in the push-up position and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, remember when you're doing that exercise, try and feel like you're pulling your stomach muscles really tight while you're doing it. And again, watch in the next slide to see how many you need to do. Okay guys, for our final exercise today, we're going to do what's called Russian twists. And there are going to be two ways of doing this. There's going to be an easy way and a more challenging way. You can decide how you want to do them. And if you feel that the easy way is too easy, feel free to start the next set using the more difficult or the more challenging way. So to do this one, we're going to get into a similar position that we did with the sit-ups. So we're going to sit down, and the easy way of doing this is to have your feet on the ground. So we have our feet on the ground like this, and what you're going to do is you're going to hold your hands together. You can hold them like this, or just like this if you like. And what's going to happen is you're going to go to a 45-degree or just lift yourself up just to about there. And what you're going to do is you're going to pretend that you've got a ball in your hand, and you're going to move the ball from side to side. So it's going to be like this. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want to do the more difficult ones, you lift your legs up and you do the same thing. So we lean a little bit further back, we lift our legs up and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and again, watch the next slide to see how many you need to do.